Okay, it is time for the Disc Golf Valley Daily Challenge, January 23rd, 2025. Today's layout: Harrowing Woods, Lakeside, and Grizzly Gulch. And we need 14 under for Diamond. All right, we'll play it first time through, one time through only. See if we can get there. On Harrowing Woods 5, I go Sapphire and default aim. One of the few holes I use default aim on. This wind, it's barely going to get there, and we have to anhyzer it enough. That should do it if we don't get an unlucky bounce. Oh man, I almost called it with the unlucky bounce back into the water, but we're safe. We'll take the eagle. Hole 2, I just like to take my glide musket. I'm aiming a little lower than normal and putting more hyzer on it than normal, obviously with that headwind, 3 wind, but it still gets up here to throw in range. Could go up to a Sapphire there. I've just been throwing musket on that hole for so long that that's what I'm used to. Make the 45 footer for birdie. And hole 3, slide right with the Explorer. No particular aim point as I'm not running the ace here. And just get it out here. Into a 3 wind, we're going to aim below the band and go not quite 50. That was still plenty high. Next up, 2 par 5s in a row on Lakeside. Let's start with hole 9. So here I go glide fuse off the tee, aim with the bottom chevron just left of this rock, and the wind and the natural break of that disc will carry it over here between the log and the rock. So from here I go sticky rive. A little bit of a headwind. It makes me nervous with this log. I'm actually going to move over here to get a little more room on the log. All right, I'm going to wait for the boat. My normal aim point has the second chevron at the coastline here. So I'm going to go a little lower than that and about over here. Hope it doesn't turn over too much. You got to throw this really flat. The wind broke it right, which is perfect as long as we miss that entry tree, which we did. So we will take that. Into a little wind is always a little nerve-wracking there. All right, the other par 5 is number 4, headwind. So instead of sticky rive, we'll go light glide, aim about halfway down in the water between the far shore and the near shore, and put some hyzer on it. And that should be fine. Hopefully it doesn't skip too far. I think we're going to catch the hill enough that it slows it down. Still went pretty far. What's that, 74 feet? Oh, 73. Nearly a perfect guess. All right, 73 footer. Right in the band. Oh, that was almost too low. Probably could have used a little more power there. I think I hit the sway about right. And number 6, very scary with the 2 left to right, because if we miss our ace run, we could easily carry into the woods. A normal aim point's about here with the bottom chevron. I'm going to go up and left and just give this a half run. It's probably dumb to even do that, but I'm going to do it anyway. Give it some anhyzer. Hope that we raised it up enough that it slows down. Oh, it did not. So that's the problem. That's the risk you run when you run that ace, especially with a left to right wind. So I'm sure I'm going to get collision here, so I'm going to blast it, aim about normal, maybe a little lower than normal, and go about double the amount of speed that I would normally give it. So this is a 48 footer, so I'm going to go nearly 100 and hope it gets there. Barely got there. But I aimed a little bit lower there. If I was aiming normal, it would have been a lot safer, but sometimes you don't get as much collision and then you end up hitting the band, or worst case, flying over the top into the water. All right, we'll take a little ace run here too with the sticky musket. Slide right, bottom chevron on this flat rock here towards the left edge of it, and then just a straight pullback, but powered down to the middle of the second Wi-Fi band with the top of the disc. That is coming up. Oh boy, it was a lot closer than I thought. That's where I thought I was going to miss. I was going to say short, but it was barely short. All right, 42 footer. Usually not too bad of a comeback on this hole. Otherwise, you know me, I wouldn't be running the ace there. But hopefully I hit the ace more often than I take a par there. All right, hole 3, this is a really tough wind. Still just go glide, rive then. Second chevron somewhere up in the fence here, whatever feels good. And then try to give it the perfect amount of anhyzer to work its way up the hill. Don't dead skip. All right, we've got a fighting chance of making this. That is not an easy throw in. 74 footer. We'll aim off to the right side and just under the band. And I don't know how much power to give this. More than 80? Maybe 80, maybe 85. Let's try 85-ish. That was too low, so either, I don't know if I needed more power or needed to aim a little higher. Probably aim a little higher. Probably shouldn't have been under the band from that low of elevation. And hole 6, I usually go light glide here, but with this wind, I'm going to go sticky rive instead of light glide rive. Normal aim point is second chevron, even with this little branch. I'm going to go just a little higher because we have the wind. We don't have to risk going between these trees, and then give this enough anhyzer to just drop it over everything and into the gap here. Can get unlucky on some of those trees, but hopefully we don't. Slide on down. Keep sliding. Okay, 53 footer from elevation. Under the band, even a little more than normal because of the elevation. Off to the right, judge the wind. Got it. So did we make diamond? I think we did, because I think diamond counts. Yeah, we did make diamond because of the albatross. Diamond only expects an eagle on that lakeside hole. So even though we missed one on grizzly number 3, we still made diamond. So missed a stroke, but still made diamond. So in the end, all good. Let me know in the comments how you did, and we will see you tomorrow.